I'm back and I'm going to do the TMI tag. I've seen this floating around quite a lot with various different YouTubers doing it, and I just figured I don't really have anything else to film today, let's do the TMI tag. So let's get started. What am I wearing? So I've got a Topshop mall dress on. It's a pretty basic one, it didn't really cost very much, and then I can't actually remember where this necklace is from, and then really randomly, because my legs are cold and I really couldn't be bothered to put tights on because then I had to wear shoes and I'm sitting on the floor, I decided that I was going to put some jogging bottoms on. Yeah, of course I've been in love. I've been in love, I'm going to just say twice. I mean, obviously breakups are hard just generally, but I wouldn't say there's ever been terrible breakups. I mean, with my ex, the 6-year thing and us breaking up, that was really tough on both of us. I'm 5'4". I haven't weighed myself in a very long time, but I've never really fluctuated too much with my weight. I've always stayed around the same kind of mark, about the 7.5 to 8 stone mark. I don't have any tattoos. I really wish I did. Massively geeky, but I want the Deathly Hallows on my right wrist. So if you don't know what the Deathly Hallows is, I've got it on the back of my phone. I had my ears pierced, I've got my navel pierced, had my lip pierced, had my smiley pierced, which is a little bit of webbing that's there. That was really attractive. OTP is really difficult. It means one true pair. I guess Harry Potter would probably be the most recent thing, but Sirius and Lupin, so just a bit of craziness really. That's really hard because I have quite a few favourite shows, but I guess Breaking Bad. I would say that Saosin are one of my all-time favourites, and also I'm really enjoying at the moment The Weeknd. I really can't get enough of him. I've liked him for a really long time now, but his new album Kissland has just kind of made me fall back in love with him again. I really miss my nanny Betty. She was my great nan on my mum's side, but I just remember going around her house and making rose petal perfume in the garden and using her pantry as a own private little potions den. But it's times like this, around the time when people pass away, that make me think about her the most. Now, I would really struggle to pick this if I hadn't heard what I consider my favourite song of recent years. I really like the band May. There's a song called Boomerang from, I think it's Singularity. The Boomerang just has a really kind of upbeat, amazing vibe to it, and the breakdown's really good, and I love that song. I am 26, soon to be 27, and that's quite depressing. I am a Virgo. Comedy, like having a sense of humour, is such a massive thing. I don't really think I have one. There's probably several Marilyn Monroe quotes and various other kind of great philosopher quotes that I could reel off, but you know, none of them really stand out to me as being a favourite, so I'll just have to pass on this one. Bill Murray, without a shadow of a doubt, he has just been perfect throughout his entire career. He's a lovely individual as well. He goes around the streets of New York City, I think it is, and he just takes pictures with random people, and an amazing person. He's done some great films. My favourite colour is green, although I don't really wear it very often. It's got to be loud music. There's no other way about it. I mean, I do like the soft music if I'm feeling kind of particularly down or I just want to relax, but loud music every time. It sounds really stupid, but I'm not sad very much anymore. If I do, we've got a spare bedroom, so I'll just go and lie in there for a second and stare up at the ceiling window. It doesn't actually take me very long to shower. I find I'm so conscious about making sure that I don't waste any water. If you've washed and you've done your hair and everything else, you need to just get out of there. Getting ready in the morning is a completely different thing. If it's a weekday morning, I don't like to get up basically, so it takes me about half an hour to get ready, but on the weekend it can take anywhere from that half an hour to several hours. It just depends what I'm doing with my makeup that day. I don't think I've ever been in a fight. Greatest turn on, I guess, is what attracts me to a partner in the first place, so it's a sense of humour. Sometimes, I mean, it's not an accent thing because I don't really have a problem with that, but sometimes people have certain ways of saying things that kind of really annoy me. Sometimes people will say, oh soz, and that annoys the shit out. I'd had my blog for a while, people were saying, oh, you should do YouTube videos, and I just thought, heck, why not just go for it? It would be nice to see the channel grow a lot more this year, because I'm only at about 300 odd followers. I don't know if it's a fear so much, but I have like a phobia almost of people putting material in their mouth, like when people clean their mouths with like a napkin and stuff and they get it in their mouth. It's making me cringe just thinking about it. I don't know why people do that. And then also with my lack of sleep, my insomnia, it's not that I don't get to sleep, I go to sleep and then I wake up, so I never really hit REM sleep, and I get a lot of hallucinations with that because I have such a lack of sleep, and they scare me sometimes. They are slightly terrifying. The last thing that made me cry was my stepdad's dad dying. I tell Ross I love him every single day. Well, my YouTube name's kind of changed now because we've got the whole having to link it with our Google Plus profile, but before that it was Late Night Nonsense, which was my blog name, and the whole reason it's Late Night Nonsense is because I have my insomnia and there is a lot of nonsense that goes on when I don't sleep. The last book I read was A Tale of Ice and Fire, one of the series, and it was A Clash of Kings. I'm reading Storm of Swords, and that's part 1. Last show I watched, it was actually Pretty Little Liars. The last person I talked to was Ross because I live with him. It'd be really difficult if I didn't. The last person I texted was my little sister, who has just had a baby. Favourite food-wise, because we don't have a lot to play around with, it would probably have to be steak. Who could say they wouldn't want to visit Japan? I've always wanted to visit there. When I was younger, I had such an obsession with anime and manga. Really liked to kind of visit there and see like the inner workings of all these amazing gadgets and places that I've only read about. It would be brilliant to see that in real life. The last place I was Buckingham. A really odd question saying, do you have a crush when you were in a relationship? So I guess my crush is my boyfriend. Last time I kissed someone was after I finished breakfast because my boyfriend made me breakfast. I suppose it was an unintentional insult. It was a text from a friend. Favourite sweet flavour is probably cola cubes. I do have a ukulele. There's just something about this piece of jewellery. I wear it quite a lot because it goes with so many different things and it kind of grunges up an outfit really nicely. It was either squash or tennis. It was an acceptance song, but I can't think what the song was. It just, Ross played it on shuffle when we were driving in the car. I don't really have a favourite chat-up line because I don't think anyone could consider chat-up lines to be something that they enjoy particularly. Although I have to say that one of my friends, they would have this one where they'd close their eyes and say, oh, can you see that I've got like an eyelash, can you help me get it off? And you'd kind of lean forward to get the eyelash out of their eye and then they'd kiss you. I mean, I guess it's a very, very kind of like aggressive way of chatting someone up, but that one would always make me giggle if I'd see it in action. Not to me, but to other people. Have I ever used that chat-up line? No, because I'm a girl and girls don't use chat-up lines. Last time I hung out with anyone was last night, actually. To answer these questions, I don't know, I tag everyone. So thanks for watching the tag. If you liked it, you can give me a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, I'd love it if you just click that red button down below. That would be fantastic. Anything I've talked about or anything I'm wearing will be in the description box. I will see you next time. Bye.